Alright, have any of my other heroes leveled up? This guy has. What do we want from him though? If we're going to use him as a general, we can just save his skill points until we need to decide. We could also use him to boost production. I don't know if I want to do that though. I think it's either dust or army, although because our privateer armies cannot be led by heroes as far as I know, so maybe we are going to use that guy as a production boosting general. Another city under siege. Alright, we'll go and break that siege. Let's grab public granary and the central market. Alright, select all, new army. Let's go and break that. Auto fight. Ah, our hero did get a little hurt, that's fine. But if we got hurt fighting 3 celiacs, or Armonites, fighting 5 is going to be trickier. So we'll just wait until we have some reinforcements. I suppose if we want to send in some mercenaries, we could buy them now, handle that camp, and then go and send them at Weatherman. Yeah, that sounds like a good plan. And here we're making tons of science. City center boost, citizen boost, chronometric monitoring. How many? Got 1. Cold forest. I don't see any other anomalies in this region. Alright, well, we will go and figure that out later. That's broken. Oh, my research queue is empty, that's not good. Alright, well, we may as well get to better weapons, else we're not really going to be able to make use of that. Let's see, we need one more check. Enhanced fortifications. National Museum. Food, well, we may as well pick up the uncommon alloys. Those might be useful. We won't be able to incorporate that into our mercenary army. I think we'll be fine. Alright, so everyone has been pacified, except for someone down here. Let's go have a look at the current mercenaries. Orcs and Techites. Yeah, let's buy a few of these guys and drop them over in where we're having problems with the Silax. Alright, so that will be, we'll go and deal with these guys, and then we'll form them into a mercenary army. Or a privateer army. Central Marketplace. 50% dust from trade routes. That sounds pretty useful. And I do need privateer tech. This is a very good point. Alright, so that's in tier 2, that's this thing right here. Freelance guards unlocks privateers. We can pick that up in 3 turns. Alright, so that's dealt with. Alright, has Weatherman started building up his military in anticipation of privateers? Yes, he has. We're still a little ahead. Alright, we're happy. We can definitely use these boosters here. Nice. Happy and content. Alright, so first of all, we'll need to drop off the non-privateer units. Not all of them, just the one that I selected. Select all, and unselect that guy. Alright, well, we'll do that later. They're out of movement. Here's one Arpuja keeping an eye on us. And my Wild Walker's here. I did want to move him somewhere where I'm producing a lot of science. Angrin, Sign Hero, our Wild Walker hero. And we'll get to work on the high tower. Alright, so we have insane amounts of dust, but we don't really have good units to buy. We could buy a few more orcs. And let's do that. Drop them over in the capital. And I mean, how are Striders? I guess they could be okay. They will have a lot of hit points. Buy one of those too. And we're gonna get Privateer Tech next turn. Select all except for this guy, new army. And we'll have these guys just stand over here. Alright, the Cassie. Oops, that was the opposite of what I wanted to do. Alright, you can go there. This guy does not have any skills to assign, but she can still govern. And we'll give her the appropriate gear. Alright, so now it's time to see what these privateers are all about. This city's got 7 reinforcements. If we could walk along the bottom here. Alright, new tech era, is that right? Nice. Someone's got an upgrade, inspect this guy. Let's see, if we are going to keep him around here. Terrain with forest. Bonus on the city, reduce city upkeep. These are all army abilities. Alright, let's have a look at Angrin. Doesn't really have many forests. But I'm not planning to use him as a general. Alright, the percentage bonus to production is nice. Building cost reduction is nice. And the forest, terrain forest is irrelevant. But we'll just go up this way. Reduced upkeep or increased production. Alright, so what's this? We can convert these guys to privateers. Let's make sure we have a nice army composition first. Go new army here and walk them over. And our orcs and driders, new army here. Walk these guys over here. 2 armies of 5. Where are his watchtowers? He's got a watchtower right here. Is it built up? No, it's not. So he... Old weatherman can't necessarily see us. Alright, so just before, we're going to go along the bottom here, sneak over into some of these cities. Yeah, we'll hit Samja, and then Ogmar with 2 privateer armies. Hopefully that'll be enough. And something weird has happened to our science, is that right? It's at nothing. Let's grab the rare metals. Maybe that's just a weird glitch. May as well get the advanced harvester as well. Although anything that gets us additional gold, or even additional science. Alright, let's get the attack bonus, since that's what we're doing these days. Yeah, that's fine. And we'll send these guys down this way. Because we are friends. Oh, I think he must have full vision of my area too, since I have full vision of him, since we're allied. So, we're not going to have much of a surprise factor here. Rare metals seem good. Extra production, extra science. Brigade system, that should apply to our units as well, our privateer units. Okay, so Forced Alliance. So Shared Vision, I mean, what does that do for him? I mean, it doesn't... Will he see where my privateers are? Probably. Alright, so let's cancel that. Invasion embargo, declare. And let's see. We'll go and privateer these guys. And privateer these guys. So I assume we're now privateers. Wait, so are we a privateer? You cannot switch the privateer mode. So how can I tell if these guys are privateers? If someone could tell me if I've successfully privateered this group. If the clock is on, they are privateers. But these guys do not appear to be privateers. Does that mean they're not clocked? Alright, so he knows where my army's heading then. Alright, so this guy's a privateer. We got High Tower done. We obtained some new luxuries. This guy does not appear to be a privateer. Alright, so he's a privateer, it just doesn't show up when I'm not in my own territory. Alright, so these guys are privateers. I think Weatherman will know what's going on. We'll see what we can do with this army. Military-wise, we are still stronger. We could go and buy another pack of mercenaries, probably away from the border. We want some of these extractors online for sure. St. Mithrite, Hyperium. Where is that? Down here. Alright, so mercenaries, what do we have? Some more orcs. In Lyresley. And do I want a Drider? Not really. But I suppose they are better than nothing. Alright, let's turn that into our science city. And these guys will form a new army. Over this way. Meanwhile, he's trying to hunt down our privateer armies. Okay, so we can tell they're privateers by this little gray outline around the shield, rather than our orange outline. Okay, we've got plenty of luxury resources, that's fine. For a period of 5 turns, produce 60 dust and 40 influence within your empire. I think, well, we need a little more influence. Where would I want to do that? Maybe in this city we could push someone over to influence. Toss up an Alchemy Lab and repair these camps. We can transfer some guys here. Alright, let's transfer a... How large an army can we have? Max size is currently 6. Alright, we'll transfer the Drider, sure. And we'll send these guys back to meet up with this group. Empires at Cold War. That sounds useful. Wait, who are we at Cold War with currently? We're at Cold War with Rook 1. Sure, let's do that. Some trade routes with him would be useful. I suppose we could also just declare peace. No, I'm curious to see what the Cold War trade looks like. Although some of these would probably be better. Alright, let's grab that. And we'll just go and make peace with Rook 1 here. Oh, we don't have the proper diplomacy for that. Alright, well, we'll leave that be for now. And tech-wise, I would like the larger armies. So the Signal Corps. I wonder if these armies are making Rook nervous. I mean, it'd probably be easier just to go head on here. Let's see, can we buy some more mercenaries? We've got plenty of dust. Alright, a Techite. And an Orc. Alright, so we're taking the longest way around possible to meet up with one of his cities here. Oh well, we'll send this entire army. And let's see. I want to get over to this city. So, he will have a watchtower there. Maybe he can see us moving around right now. Nice, we're up to Fervent. The boost is always useful. Yeah, we could wipe out Rook. Don't think that's strictly necessary, but definitely an option. Now, I assume the Draken can go and declare war on us, so I don't want to put them in a position where they can just steal our capital and then steal the game there. And besides, I did tell Rook that I was just going to walk through his territory nicely. Driders, why Driders? Ah, there's still wandering Harmonites. Could send some units down there to deal with those. Get some experience on them. Select all. Well, we should leave some guys behind just in case. But I'm sure they get bored in the garrison. Let's go beat up some Harmonites. Alright, so the Weatherman has pumped up his military score. The advantage of using these privateers, though, is that we'll raise his cities to the ground. And if his military score is so high, I don't know if I can afford to have these guys not go and tackle the Harmonites. We'll split them off. Well, next turn we'll split them off. They'll meet up over at the capital, we'll make another mercenary army, and he'll be forced to split his army. Okay, we get a dust refinery out of the deal. We already had that tech. And someone's under siege. Okay, your guys down here are under siege. That's nice autoed and out of the way. We'll bring the mercenaries back to the capital. Along with these guys. And it's just Driders now. That's not going to help us too much. And we definitely need our advanced ores online. Let's see, what sort of advanced ore options do we have? Okay, we do have those queued up. Let's just buy them out right now. And what else do we need? Hyperium extractor. Where is the Hyperium? Right beside our city. And some more blood crystal. Alright, so that's all of the extractors. And we have another city under siege here. Now that's been dealt with. Alright, so these guys do want to go and attack. I wish we had more mercenaries we could buy. Driders are not really that exciting. We could go and convert those guys to privateers and just poke around. Yeah, let's run over here. Have a look. Alright, so now he's got 8 guys in the garrison here. We still have movement. Can privateers siege? Yes, they can. So we'll start sieging that down. These guys will go into privateer mode. Oh, that's the wrong unit. Where? Oh, that's these guys here that I meant to send over. Oh, we can buy another orc for ourselves. And we'll take another skill here. Extra resources. Or extra dust. Okay, so we have a Draken hero. Everyone is converging on our mercenary army. The Weatherman's military has exceeded ours. I could buy an army of Driders, but I don't think they're going to be too useful for us. We can buy one more Drider. That's fine. Alright, so now do we want to attack this Arpuja, or do we want to go straight for the city here? Depends on what else we can buy on the mercenary market next turn. Our next empire plan is in a turn. Alright, do we want to run in? Let's see. We can buy another orc. Oh, I have to place him in the city. I keep forgetting that. It is getting a little late here. Buy and into the capital, select new army. Join up with these guys. I don't think we can activate our pirate flags. Unless we are, no, privateers active, and yeah, let's just go kill this guy. It will sort of tip the surprise. And we can auto that. Meanwhile, these guys should probably get a little closer. Now, we are under attack here. This is in their favor. Where are our reinforcements? Well, that's not good. Now, do you know why this is? Do privateers not reinforce each other? If that's the case, then we definitely need to get the larger armies. Alright, so how much do these guys have as far as hit points go? They have considerable hit points. Far more than we do. Alright, so at least what we'll do is put the Drider in out of the way. Why can't I select the Drider? Okay, so no assignments there. We can at least tell them to focus fire. So that Drider is just going to be plain useless for us. Okay, so we're going to need, if privateers don't reinforce each other, we're going to need the increased army size, and then we're going to need to run away and engage wherever his army is not.
Looks like a pretty nice battle you guys got going there.
Well, it's going to be a slaughter of these poor, unaffiliated privateers.
You can't equip them, right?
Yeah, that's right. Well, we earned a whole bunch of dust going for
How
the
do you
plan.
like those ancient dragons, or whatever they're called? They look pretty badass.
Yeah, what's
Honestly,
the
I
stats
think
on this
they're pretty
guy?
bad. At least compared to like dust bishops or whatever, they just don't do that much. I like the idea though, they give morale to every unit around them. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, if we can't attack, these mercs are not being very effective for us here. I don't know. How else can we win? If we can't go to war with the Draken, we could try to complete our quest, I guess, but I'm assuming that's going to take a long time. We could try to do it for science, but we're not really winning on science either. Let's go and look at the score again. Okay, military, we're tied up. Expansions, Weatherman's leading. Population, we're leading. Research, Weatherman, we are actually in last there. Foods jumping all around. Dust, we're way ahead. So economic victory, we're at 14%. We're gonna need a lot more dust than that. Probably have to stop spending money on armies. Okay, so if I can't declare war on the Draken, how do I win? Expansion victory, grab territories. What percentage of territories do I need to win an expansion victory?
Dang, what is your guys' upkeep for your militaries?
Oh, that is considerable upkeep.
67.
Well, that's not bad.
I don't know, mine's almost 400.
I mean, mine's 67 with the Empire plan that reduces it by half, so yeah, 134.
So unfortunately our paratrooper army was slaughtered there. If we
I
wanted
guess mercenaries are more
70%,
expensive to maintain.
we could, yeah, claim these regions. So how many regions are there on this
Does
map?
it matter if they're in your territory
1,
or
2,
not?
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10,
not
11,
sure.
12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So getting 12 should do the trick. We currently have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We need another
Yeah, I
6.
got
1,
some
2,
troops that are in
3,
neutral
4,
territory, and it
5.
looks like they cost more.
Yeah, that's not going to happen. Alright, well, let's retreat these guys if we can. Alright, so much for the privateer plan. I mean, we can make a nuisance of ourselves in here with this army, perhaps. And it looks like there are more Harmonites back here that we need to deal with. Alright, where are my Kasai? Send those guys over, and we should probably equip them with some nice new weapons. Have plenty of adamantium. But we don't have adamantium weapons. Alright, so much for military. We'll dial that down. If we do want to push trade, let's see. No, it's probably not time for that. We could... We'll keep it like this until we come up with a good plan. We're at 14% economic victory. If we could sneak a settler over here, how do we embark? If he can't attack us, then yeah, if we go and settle all these regions. Alright, so 1, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That's assuming we can easily conquer these purple guys. Let's have a look at the military. Yeah, they have almost no military, so that's potentially an option. How do I get embarkation? Unlock ships. Well, we can just hang out down here, I suppose. Okay, so there's one Draken here. He's gonna get backup from the city. I can't see how many units are in the city right now. Run away, my friend. Run away. And let's see if these units will actually reinforce each other. And what do all our build queues look like? grab that out. Lots of compliments. Alright, what are our chances of beating down these guys? They're now level 3 Harmonites. We probably will need some backup, or at the very least better weapons. And we'll probably need some backup then. We'll just pull into the city. So the whole no war mechanic, it is interesting, but also, since I didn't know exactly what to expect, also frustrating. So let's see, how close is Weatherman to a diplomatic victory? He's at 57%. So would it be possible for me to go for a diplomatic victory? I have a medium amount of influence here, and I could shift over from dust production to influence production. I guess it'd be hard to race the Kraken though, since that is like their thing. Alright, meanwhile these guys should probably withdraw. And do I save dust per turn on upkeep? Alright, so let's look at the army section. I switch them off of privateer mode. Do I save anything here? Yes, I do, quite considerably. Alright, well, we'll bring these guys home then. So much for that plan. I could sell all my resources. I don't know how that would help me though. Extra dust, yes, but I don't have anything to use it on. I was hoping to buy a whole bunch of awesome units and then go and cause some trouble. But it seems like these mercenaries aren't very good. 3 or 4 mercenary armies are not, I don't think they're going to do what I want them to, because right now Weatherman has a much stronger army. After we lost those, 6, maybe 4 units, we've dropped down quite a bit. I mean, I could keep on buying mercenaries, it's true, but they didn't reinforce there. Do we have the larger armies? We do. Alright, so let's split these guys off. I'm not sure that they won't reinforce. I guess we could just go do another experiment here. Buy another unit or 2. We'll send in 2 full armies. Who has the most hit points? These Driders actually have some decent hit points. Alright, so next turn we'll go and activate privateer mode, wander in there, and see if we get any reinforcement. Alright, so we could buy out the rest of the units, fine. That's pretty much the only thing we can do. If that's what you guys want to see, that's what we can do. I mean, yeah, let's do that then. I don't have a better plan, so it's spamming privateers, new army, and we'll head over down this way. Alright, privateers, activate, and attack very slowly. I guess it is winter, so we do get a high ground attack bonus. Alright, so more compliments. Let's just see what these privateers can do. I'm not overly hopeful. I don't know if 4 full armies of mercs is gonna happen. I mean, we've got one new orc. Privateer time, merge up, and enter territory. I don't know if hitting him with 4 full armies is going to make him crumble. I'd like him to crumble, but I don't think this is going to happen. I mean, all his units had like 800 hit points, whereas my guys, even with their double hit points, are half that. Yeah, I can't unlimited buy here. There's only so many units from neutral factions. For Aegis says that if you're playing single player, the AI is always selling units, so you can practically buy an unlimited number of units if you have the dust. Well, this is pretty much all we can do. Prop Buddha is getting that much closer to a Diplo win, which is cool. I mean, I've never seen a Diplo win before. I'm still not entirely sure what it is. But we're gonna go and fight before he pulls off this Diplo win. Alright, what do we think about the Draken player? Bonus influence, revealed explored tiles, connected trade routes. Alright, so Prop Buddha won by, or no, not Prop Buddha, the Weatherman won by diplomacy on Tuesday as well. So, Prop Buddha, you're the resident expert. If you can think of a way that we can stop this from happening, it'd be good to know for the future, at least to know how we should react, because I have no idea how to react. This is my first time playing Roving Clans and my first time playing late game against the Draken. So, I'm really not sure how to respond here. Sure, we can grab a science boost, that's fine. I suppose some rare alloys would be nice too. Not that we're using our units for anything. We can't declare war on the Ardent Mages. The Ardent Mages have no military, so they're not going to declare war on us. And the Draken are planning to win by military, so they're not going to declare war on us either. Pay the mages to declare and war. Open your status screen. Alright, this, I'm assuming this is the status screen you want to look at. The Weatherman is at 79% diplomatic. We're at 19% economic. So, I think for expansion, if it is 70%, I need to grab all the free regions plus all of the Ardent Mage regions, which might be doable with my Privateer army, considering he has nothing, but it's not going to happen before the Diplo victory happens. Alright, so here's our army. We could go and attack this guy. Look at the stats on this. 600, 650, 670, 737. Well, but we will do the test and see how reinforcement works, and we do have some Harmonites to fight. Ooh, what have we here? A dragon tree. Alright, let's see how the reinforcement works with these privateers. I guess while we're waiting we can siege this guy up, but we'll disable the siege just in case it's the siege that's been interfering with the reinforcements. Okay, so there's no reinforcements, but that might be because we were sieging, so that sort of messed up that plan. Out of that fight, I don't need to see all this. Well, I mean, we can watch it, but sure. Okay, so I guess if your opponent doesn't choose auto, you can't auto it. Yeah, all that's fine. I suppose we should just try and focus down on one guy. The Brawler with his beam attack might be very effective. Well, I don't know if the diplomatic victory is broken around fun. I just don't really know about it. I don't know how it works, what I'm supposed to do about it. If anything, I just wish that Weatherman would have hit auto resolve. Ooh, although the battle animation on that crazy dragon thing was pretty cool. Meanwhile, we're firing on this Drakenling that's hiding underneath the Strider from our other army that that isn't reinforcing here. Possibly because it's sieging. I'm not entirely sure how that all works. We'll disable the siege next time and then see if our smaller size 5 army comes to reinforce. I also wish the time in between steps wasn't so severe. That's a lot of Diplo spam. Let's bring up the status screen again. Okay, 81%.
I think this diplomacy thing needs a little work too. It seems kind of cheesy. The diplomacy victory, I mean.
Yeah, I mean, we haven't been able to do much for most of the game. That might be just because we have no idea how to deal with diplomacy. Like, I really don't know how it works. But it might also be just an unfun way to win that is boring for most of the players in the game, if not all of them.
Yeah, I mean, it's...
There should be a way to counteract it.
It's boring, first of all, and it's filled with spam. Does that mean it's too good? I don't think it's actually too good. I think there are lots of ways to undermine it, but as far as fun goes, yeah, it's miserable, right? How many compliments have I sent this game? And I'm still sitting on 800 influence after all that. Like,
I know, like, there should be other things you could do. I mean, that it seems like that's the only like realistic way to do it is just keep spamming that. But you should get more points for doing other stuff or something.
I think the very least they have to do is give some kind of slider for it. So you can say, I want to give a compliment worth 2,000 influence, and it's done once, you know?
Yeah, that would probably even help.
I do like the fire breathing animation. That is pretty cool. Ooh, and that Drider dealt some nice retaliatory damage too. Huh, yeah, that would be interesting. If the compliments actually gave me influence, not that I would know what to do with them. Because as the Roving clans, I can't declare war. Worst battle ever. Alright, well next turn we'll hopefully find out if privateers can reinforce. So we'll have to disable our siege anytime now. And there were minimal casualties, 2 each, so that was interesting. I probably want to... Oh, never mind, we've been defeated. Alright, good game, Weatherman.
Yeah, nice job.
Felt a little draggy at the
guys.
end, but good demonstration of the Diplo win.
Well, for better or worse, I mean, I won't be pursuing this again until they fix it. It's no fun for anybody, but GG guys.
Yeah, GG. I do like the Draken victory portrait there. It is pretty awesome. Alright, so let's look at this. Overall score. We were neck and neck, but I really didn't know what to do to